Sounds good.
Okay, all right.
Do you want me to make an attack roll?
Absolutely, you can make an attack if you want. Yeah, sure. That's a decisive hit.
It's a goblin.
It
No
is
loss,
a goblin.
Not lost.
No. So go ahead and do. You don't even need to worry about it. He goes down, and he just chuckles as he. I'm coming to you now, Grumsh. And he dies. So the scroll, it kind of rolls out of his hand onto and down the stairs of the dais to the feet of the Seeker.
Well, we didn't really need the horse or the silver, but I suppose that's one way to get the map. I pick it up and look at it.
Sure.
We do need the horse, and we do need the silver. How are we going to get all our loot out of here without the horse?
We have sufficient for our needs.
This is going to be such a DM troll.
Some people have more needs than you, little man.
That's right, you don't speak for me. And as far as that map is concerned, I wouldn't put too much faith in it.
No, I certainly don't, but it might have something to help us.
Maybe his attempts to steer us the wrong way can give us some clues about how to go the right way, is what I'm thinking.
So as you open up the map, it looks like a bunch of rooms, and it has a small little message on the bottom and a small little message on the top. On the bottom it says, "I knew you were going to kill me." But there are rooms, and as you're looking at the map, it does look like the rooms are accurate to where you've been so far. Now, at the very top, he wrote, "This is your free advice. The dragon does not like Malorith."
Okay.
Excellent.
You see, that might be useful.
We've learned many things in dealing with this goblin. Firstly, don't let me make
Unless Malorith and the dragon are best friends.
Yeah, this is the white dragon Parallax. 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 But there's no other information. All of the rooms are blank, and then he wrote at the bottom, "I knew you were going to kill me. Haha."
I was afraid they were going to let them go.
At least, it seems.
Cheeky
You cannot allow a goblin to live. They'll only spawn more of their filth.
He's not taking my silver.
Not all goblins. Some goblins are intelligent. Some may want to strike a deal.
This guy was pretty clever, I think.
Yeah, but he knew that you guys were lying, so he knew you were going to kill him, right? You failed your bluff check.
Too greedy, that's all it is.
We'll never know.
Well, Phil is equally sure that he was lying, so
I can always
goes
resurrect
both
him.
ways.
Okay. Nobody had done an insight check, and nobody took the time to do that. They could have found out if Schmieg was somewhat sincere. Sure, nobody found out though.
Now I'm just playing my character.
Oh yeah.
All right, well, let's get the rat guts off the rug, roll it up, and see what's behind the next door here.
Yeah.
Well, we have two possible ways here. Seems to be a hallway up to the top, the north of this room.
Yeah, there's actually a pretty long hallway to the door to the north.
Like where that goblin was running off to.
Does our map show that hallway? Just curious.
It does. It is pretty accurate. It is definitely accurate.
I much like these doors here, though.
Yeah, these.
And look, the
What's behind this door is a very large room. Not a very, very, very large room, but a pretty large room.
Dragon size, do we think?
Now where the up towards the top of the map, like I said, on the bottom right hand side, basically under the room where you're at, the 2 rooms that you have just been in. It says, "I knew you were going to kill me, haha." Now I don't know if this is going to mean anything, but to you, but on the top left hand corner of the map, it reads that Parallax does not like Marilith, the White Dragon.
Okay.
Perhaps a hint at the location of the dragon.
Mayhap it is indeed.
Maybe. Well, where shall we go off to next then, gentlemen and lady?
Dave, I'd like to check this door for traps.
Sure. There's no door there. It's just a hallway.
No,
just-
the
No,
door.
The door
Right
to the
by
right
it.
here. Yeah, my bad. I saw Vane go north.
Oh, no problem.
Sure. Yeah,
So
you may
it's
certainly.
Thievery, right?
Perception.
Oh, perception. Alright.
Seems clear. You don't see any
Crack it
pressure
open.
plates or nothing like that.
Alright. I just kind of look back, make sure everyone's around behind me, and I'll crack it open
Okay.
and see what I can see.
Sure thing. Something very, very interesting as you open up this door. All right, so as you open up this door, the first thing you notice is this is a very large room, and off the bat you notice that the floor is a different type of floor. This is a very smooth, very high gloss marble floor, and you can see that it is sort of like a checkerboard of like a dark green and a light green. All right. Now, also in this area there are a total of 7 statues, and they're on the far wall. All right. Now I'm going to put these statues up on the map. Now these statues appear to be like, there's games that everyone has played, and it appears that these are appearing some type of game that you're familiar with, that you've
Team
all
down again, it looks like. It
Is it
isn't.
really? Is TeamSpeak down? Hey, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? I took mute off in Roll20. Can you guys hear me here?
Yep, can hear you
I
loud
can
and
hear you,
clear.
Dave.
Okay, cool. Alright, very cool. Sorry about that, everybody. TeamSpeak, yeah, very horrible TeamSpeak server. So as you guys are looking in this room, you notice that there are these statues that are on the very far wall. Now, these statues, there's 7 of them, by the way. In the front, it appears to be that there are some knights standing there. Just your typical knight with a shield and a sword. Now, behind this, there is basically, the statues are in the back. There is a very noble-looking queen statue, flanked by a mounted knight, and on the very northern wall there is a small elephant carrying a siege tower on its back, and these are all stone statues. And it looks like this is part of maybe a game to play, and you guys all recognize this game and the pieces as a chess game. Now, as for, they're not your typical, your rook and your bishop and stuff like that. These are just, it looks like the pawns are in the front, and it looks like there's your rook is in the back in the corner, your king, and then your queen, and then your knight. So But that's what you can see, Seeker. I mean, as you kind of open up the double doors.
Okay, I'm looking at the floor real carefully. I can see obviously in the game that it's checkered pattern.
Yes, it is. Yeah,
And I'm
yep.
looking for pressure plates, especially.
Okay. You can give me
Study the floor very well.
Sure, you can give me a perception check.
You get +1 on the perception check because you're within 5 squares of me.
No, it just looks like a very beautiful high gloss floor. Doesn't look like there's any kind of mechanical traps there. None at all. And this is a very, and this room is just very dimly lit because of the other light that is coming into the room, basically.
Get out here, bud.
Leave me alone, kid.
Oh. You can see him, huh?
No, I can't see him now.
I'll go ahead and open the doors up the rest of the way.
Sure.
And kind of make sure everyone can see.
Yeah. Actually,
And,
as you open the door, kind of like a nice, brisk, cool temperature hits you as well. Nothing that's piercing cold or anything, just like a very cool, nice, refreshing kind of like temperature change.
What's the ceiling look like?
Very smooth. It's not checkerboarded or nothing like that. It's just a very smooth earthen wall. About 12 foot high. 12, 15 feet high.
So I'll turn to everyone else and say, it appears to be a game board, but I don't feel like playing.
Played a little bit, but the board looks a little off.
How so?
The knight. Well, that, and the knight's in the bishop's spot. Everything else is right. No, those are same side.
You can also
Entire front room.
explore other areas of the map if you'd like as well.
We could come back to this, old boy.
I'll move in.
Okay. So as you move in, you feel a very strange sensation come over you. And when you do this, you turn into, you're seems like you kind of morph into a knight. All right? And you're now representing a piece of the board, and you are now the knight. And you're a stone knight. And you feel the same. You feel like nothing has changed. Just some strange, weird polymorph effect has come over you. And now you're sort of like this earthen knight. You don't look anything like you normally would.
Anyone hear me?
My.
Yeah, we can hear you, Vay.
Oh, okay. I finally found the right advice.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm betting if Pride walks in, he'll become the queen.
Oh, undoubtedly. Don't worry, though. I think it's just an illusion. I don't feel much different.
Do we see him as the knight?
Let me kind of give you. Now, as a knight, the knight basically moves almost the same. This is pretty much how your movement's going to be as a knight. All right.
Yeah.
Now this is on the right hand side. You can see that you can move one move to a corner, and then one move out, either down or up. So this is basically how. But you can. It seems like you can move any direction. You can move. You're not restricted. You're not. But this is how you recognize this game as playing in the past, this is how this piece would normally move.
Sure.
It's the normal knight move.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is.
no,
Yeah, yeah.
good chest.
I didn't know if you guys were familiar with chess at all. So.
And so I'll turn back in my. Oh, there we go. Said Vane, I think, will be a bishop as he steps onto the.
Yes. Now,
This
Vane.
way.
Yes, you turn into a bishop, very tall popat. You know, you have a staff. All of your powers, nothing has changed, but now you are a stone bishop. And the bishop, you can move on, even though you can move anywhere. You can move anywhere you want to on this board. You feel like you could even take a step forward if you'd want to. But you know that this piece travels on all of the diagonals, the dark greens.
Roger that.
So, what would you guys like to do? I mean, anybody else? You guys are kind of blocking the. Usually, people can move into a space, but it's not really. Doesn't look like your friends are going to be able to move past you. Okay, all right. So, you guys behind. Well, fail you. As soon as you get to this square, you turn into a bishop. And do you continue to move forward? Just for a brief second, you feel some strange sensation come over you. And do you continue to walk forward, or do you want to... Hold on, guys. Stop moving. Go back
I'll
to
move back.
where you were.
Sorry about that.
Yep, no problem.
No, I stop when I feel the strange sensation.
Oh, of course you do. All right. Of course you stop now.
Oh,
Pride.
is there a trap or something? Sorry.
No. I'm just giving you shit. So Pride or I, and you're a knight as well. I'm sorry, you are a bishop as well, and you are a female version of the bishop. Big tall popat, $25 popat, all that good stuff.
No.
Mm-hmm. Pride, I see you're jonesing to move on the board. It seems like you're getting anxious. Anyone?
I can hear you.
Oh yeah, I know. I didn't know if Pride. Can you hear me? Willie? I don't think Willie
He can hear you.
He can hear you when you have him muted.
I don't. Do I have him muted?
You must have him muted.
You have him muted. We can all hear him.
Okay, I did have you muted.
Can you hear me now, baby?
I can, baby doll. What do you
I
want?
wanted to know, could I shift down below fail or whatever?
Sure.
Is she filling up the... Okay, yeah. I get here then.
I'll let you sure, nothing happens.
I take another shibby then.
Alright, so as you move, you feel this piercing sensation screech throughout your mind. And it happens the first time, and as you move down again, you take a total of 10 psychic damage.
Whoa! Right, you're going to have to deal that to me then, Dave. I don't know how to give it to myself.
Yeah, I'm going to give it to you, baby.
He wanted to be a queen.
Yeah, you felt excruciating pain as you kind of shimmied around the statue and zapped yourself, and as you're like in the cobwebs, you move south, shocking yourself again with this mind-piercing damage that you've just never felt before.
Whoa.
Don't worry, we always consider you our queen.
Oh, how lovely.
You'll always be a queen in our eyes.
Ah, God. You just know the things to say to a girl. Oh.
The furrow brow that I looks upon the scene with, and especially furthered by pride, he grimaces at the thought of such, but realizes that he must partake, moves into what would be the rook's position.
Mind-piercing pain comes over you. You take a total of 5 psychic damage.
Cuties.
All right, so
Yeah.
we will go ahead and let's start with the Seeker. The Seeker, you were the first one to go. We'll see what you want to do.
Well, I think after hearing the shrieks behind me,
Oh yeah.
I'll tell them only move in the way that your piece can move.
Oh,
Okay.
they are not
Otherwise,
in.
you're cheating.
They're not in any piece at all. They are still in their human form.
Oh,
Yeah, I
both
know.
I
That's their
and
problem. I
pride.
bet.
Yeah. And they're clenching they're going down to their knees and holding their heads and
So is stumbling south?
So I'll move. I'll move here, Dave, for my move.
Okay. So where were you at before? I'm sorry.
I was here,
Okay. Yep. You went diagonal and down. Sure. Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right.
and I guess next player.
Yeah. So how about Vane? What would you like to do, Vane?
I'm going to slide my.
And these
my
pieces
little-
over on the western wall, I'm sorry, these pieces on the western wall are not animated, they're not moving, nothing.
I'm going to slide my my papal self to this point here.
Okay, sure. You slide there, you know that you hear the metal grinding, but yet the floor is still beautiful, not scraped, not scuffed, nothing. Just these ambient sounds of you scraping across, moving on the floor. So let's go
Seeker,
to. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
So, Seeker, your next move, can you just follow me and stay just behind me? And then you'll be able to take a pawn next turn.
Now, I don't think I'll try to take any pawns. I'll just try to get to the other side.
Okay.
But you can try to take the knight. The
If I
knight's
do that-
undefended if you
if
can
I
take
do-
him.
But if I do that, the queen could potentially take me.
What's that?
If I take the knight, the queen will take me. Whereas
well,
if-
sacrifice yourself, then I'll take the queen.
I thought that was the king.
No, it's a queen.
Ah,
Yep, you can hover over it and you can tell what pieces are what. It's
Just-
not in true order of what a normal chessboard would be. But these are the pieces that represent the game that you would know in like your home or maybe a tavern or an inn or something that you've played before on many occasions. Very mind-racking, isn't this? Fail, what would you like to do? You are able to move.
I want to go where Vane is, but I cannot.
You can go down to
So
right
I'm
behind
going
him
to
if you'd
move-
like.
And we can't move through people, right?
No, not on this, no. Nope. Really?
I'm going to move. Right there for now.
Okay. How about let's see what our buddy Pride does. Oh man, you were in some pretty bad pain last time.
Yeah, really, right? Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, Dave. I guess I'll try and move.
Pride, you must be a pawn.
Ah! Now you can move up to your movement if you'd like. You move and it's this mind wrenching. All right. So as you take 5 more damage, and then as you get here, you turn into a bishop. You turn
Okay.
into the same identical piece as what Fail and Vane are. So
Alright.
wow, you're at 18. You are in bloodied shape.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad off.
All right. So what would you like to do? You just
Well,
Oh,
Yes.
goddamn,
Yeah.
another bishop.
He
Oh, the same
stumbles
fucking
down.
color.
So there you are a knight. You're a knight, just like the Seeker is.
I wonder.
is it back to me, Dave?
It is. It is back up to you.
I'll move there.
Okay, sounds good. Nothing happens. The statues on the eastern wall are not animated. They are very peaceful looking. Not an expression on their face. What about you there, Vane?
I shall make a move to here. and examine the statues adjacent to me.
They are not moving at all. They are just in a non-animated state.
Very well.
You do feel like you could, your bishop does have a weapon that they can attack with and whatnot. You could, it seems like you still have the power of your weapon. You can basically do any of your attacks that you would like to. That's if you want to. You don't have to. You don't feel like you're compelled. You have to attack. You actually feel peaceful in here.
I'm going to forego my offensive moves and play something else and play a little more carefully.
Okay, that sounds good.
Done.
Fail, how about you?
I quickly moved to take his spot.
Okay, all right.
Now, is there a wall right there where I am?
There is. There is a wall.
I want to take this opportunity to search around the area to look for any types of mechanical levers, devices, pressure plates, anything that might pop out at me.
Okay. You can give me a perception check. Nice perception roll, but no, you do not see anything. It is just a very well maintained room, very beautiful. Looks like nothing has been in here for, it's been sealed up for many, many, many years. The statues are in good shape. There's no doesn't look like there's been any fights with the statues before. There's no chunks of stone. They're beautifully polished. The floors are beautifully polished.
And what do those pieces look like? You said they're stone?
Yeah, the four that are in the front line, they're basically like a men-at-arms. They have shields and like pike. We'll say they have like pikes or something. They have shields and pikes. Now, in the corner, the very north corner, that rook there, it is depicted of a very small elephant carrying like a siege tower on its back. So you can see the siege tower is kind of like strapped to the belly of the elephant.
No.
Now, the queen that you see, very noble, very noble looking, very noble posture, back straight, chin out, looks like she's very noble.
And these are like stone statues?
They are.
How tall are they?
They're about normal height, about 7 foot. Not normal as you would be, but about 6-7 foot tall. The elephant's a little bit bigger. It's about 8-9 foot tall because of the tower that's on its back.
Do they look like they could be pushed over?
You don't see anything restricting them. You don't see anything that would be attached to the floor. It looks like their pieces are just sitting on, basically just sitting there on the beautifully polished floor.
Well, that's it for me.
All right. How about Pride?
Let's see here. That's it.
Okay.
I'll move there.
I.
Well, being as he is intrigued with things, realizing that he had stepped into that square without anything else, and being a little bit stubborn and hard-headed, he's going to try to move back after he's been in this square.
All right. So, as a, if I'm not mistaken, as a knight, you would have to fulfill your full movement, right? You can't do partial movement, if I'm not mistaken.
That is correct.
Okay, so you can move to the corner of the room, and when you do so, you feel this sudden shriek of pain searing your mind again, and as this happens, you're actually frozen for a split second, and your piece moves back to where it was. Now, I'm going to give you five more damage as well. And the crazy thing